Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. This is from Big League Politics. Now, I'm pretty surprised at this. I thought this was maybe an exaggeration, but uh-oh. Shock claim. Rudy Giuliani says Hunter Biden laptop had pictures of, quote, underage girls. Bizarre text. Ooh, this is a game changer. Rudy Giuliani made a shocking claims about the leaked contents of Hunter Biden's laptop on Tuesday, a device the troubled younger Biden, forfeited to a Delaware computer repairman when he decided to pick it up from repair services. Giuliani claimed on Newsmax TV that the device contained pictures of, quote, underage girls. I don't know how real this is. I mean, Newsmax, very right-wing, Big League Politics, I don't really know. Continuing, Giuliani also shared disturbing thread of text messages he attributes between Hunter and Joe Biden, in which former describes engaging in highly questionable and sexually charged behavior. In one text, an individual for Giuliani is Hunter Biden describes a female associate telling his therapist that was sexually inappropriate and that she refused to visit him out of fear that he, quote, walked around naked smoking crack, talaging to girls on FaceTime. I don't know what that word is. I really misspelled it, whatever it is. The text message goes on to describe a, quote, very unsafe environment for the kids. J, no. Blank stayed with a friend, taking her CCD after mass blank running. J, this is blank right. And then the response, I guess, is Hunter. She told my therapist that I was sexually inappropriate with blank when she says that I FaceTime naked with her, and the reason I can't have her out to see me is because I'll walk around naked smoking crack, and then that word talaging. I guess it's supposed to be talking blank girls on FaceTime. When she was pressed, she said that blank never said anything like that, but the bottom line is that I create and caused a very unsafe environment for the kids. If it stopped there, I would let it go. But then blank friend, blank sober coach. So some of this has been blanked, redacted, probably because it's an underage girl being referred to. Maybe one of Hunter's kids. I don't know. Giuliani is claiming that the text refers to an inappropriate interactions involving a 14-year-old girl, and that he's seen images of, quote, underage girls that raise even further suspicions about the text message exchange. If these texts are truly sent to Joe Biden himself, both members of the Biden family have some very, very serious explaining to do. Ooh. Wow. You know, it's funny because just the other day, Sticks and Hammer 666 was saying, don't get caught up in this because this may be the extra stuff using that people are putting out in order to discredit the real scandal, but I don't know how real this is. Continuing, Giuliani claims that he has handed over evidence of the text messages to the Delaware State Police. The laptop itself is in the possession of the FBI, obtained via subpoena after computer repairman Joe Mack Isaac spent months trying to get the FBI to investigate the suspicious and possibly criminal contents of the device. That makes sense. I mean, look, it's one thing that the computer guy thought, hey, you know, this belongs to one of the Bidens, and I could get crushed if these guys find out I got their laptop, or if I hand it over to Rudy Giuliani anyway. And he would have had to have really read these text messages, you know, I mean, it's bad enough Hunter's smoking something on that meth or crack or whatever. But maybe he saw those pictures and said, oh my God. And that's why he was really scared. Because you can't have that stuff. You can't hold on to that stuff. That stuff in your computer, you're screwed. So, you know, this is true. I mean, this is coming out of Newsmax. So take it with a grain of salt. The Director of National Intelligence, John Ratcliffe, confirmed on Monday the shock revelations stemming from the laptop are, quote, not, quote, Russian disinformation, a conspiracy theory utilized by the establishment media with the hopes of undermining the reporting. Joe and Hunter Biden continue to completely ignore reports of the laptop's contents, leaving little or no doubt the device once belonged to Hunter Biden. Yeah, the other problem, too, let's see, is this, can I play this?
Well, this is really a very, very sensitive one. There's a text message to his father in which he says the following, and he's discussing.
So apparently this was an actual thing. So Rudy's on Newsmax. I mean, can't get more right wing than Newsmax.
He's discussing his sister-in-law, who for quite some time was his lover. And he says, she told my therapist that I was sexually inappropriate. This would be with a unnamed 14-year-old girl. And she says that I FaceTime naked with the unnamed 14-year-old girl. And the reason I can't have her out to see me is because I walk around naked, smoking crack, talking tom girls on FaceTime. When she was pressed, she said that the unnamed 14-year-old girl never said anything like that, but the bottom line is that I created and caused a very unsafe environment for the kids.
Wow. Whoa, he's in big trouble. I mean, any way you slice it. And look, there are limits. There are limits here. You know, I understand Joe Biden helping his son out of a scandal, out of a jam where he's, I don't know, appropriated some money or sold something to the Chinese guys or whatever. I mean, that's bad enough. But I could understand him backing that. I can understand that. I can understand him backing his son on drug addiction. Stuff like this crosses a very serious line. I mean, he's gone. You know, it's like he's gone. It's like he's beyond hope at this point. Like, how much more are you gonna enable here, Joe? If he's doing this kind of stuff, what the hell do you got him on Air Force 2 for? Why are you carting him around the country? This guy needs to be. It sounds like he needs to be locked up, at least for a time. Get his life in order. Jesus, man. What the hell is he doing? Sitting around naked, FaceTiming a 14-year-old girl? If that's true, man, oh, it's over. It is over.
This is supported by numerous pictures of underage girls.
So, Mr. Mayor, that's dynamite stuff. And I
see, Newsmax, you don't say something like that. Okay, that's it. That's inappropriate too. You don't say it's dynamite stuff. It's horrible. It's horrific.
I turned it over to the.
You turned it over to the Delaware State Police, correct?
Yes, yesterday. Bernie Carrick and I turned it over to the Delaware State Police because we're very uncomfortable with this. So we're very uncomfortable with the fact that these underage girls were not protected.
That's bad. That is. It doesn't get any worse than this. I mean, Jesus, man. It's over. It is over. But, you know, the question is, will anybody who's a Biden supporter even believe it at this point? I mean, they obviously can't show the pictures. So, you know, I've seen threads on the internet, people don't believe the revelations of the emails. They don't believe the emails. The laptop is clearly his. His own lawyer called to try to get it back. The emails have been confirmed by 2 business associates. They got a signature on a receipt in the computer store. Hasn't been verified, but it apparently looks like his signature. I mean, come on. What more do you need to know that this is for real? This is for real, and this is an absolute S show. So, I mean, Joe Biden has no choice at this point. He really ought to just drop out of the race at this point. Give it to anybody else. Or he needs to he could throw his son under the bus, I guess. I mean, I don't see him doing that. Even something as horrific as this, I don't see him doing this. But clearly, he's dropped the ball on Hunter. I mean, this guy has been doing. I mean, he's just wrecking everything. He's just an absolute wrecking machine when it comes to his own family, in my view. That's just my opinion, but I mean, look at what he's done. Taking drugs, having sex with everybody he can get his hands on. I mean, I think deep down, Hunter Biden hates himself. He hates himself so much he keeps doing this because he wants to destroy himself. And it's not just about destroying himself with drugs. I mean, you could destroy yourself in other ways too. Wow. This is going to be all over the internet. All over it.
So here's the deal. Hunter Biden, let's face it, he's never going to be elected to anything.
Dude. See, this is what I mean about Newsmax.
And he'll probably wind up in jail someday for something. Who knows? But I'm more concerned about the vice president because he's the one who's running. Right, I see that. But you know what I don't see, Mr.
This was sent to the vice president.
Here's the deal. And look, I want to be clear here.
Sounds like him.
Yeah, but you know what? It's
This
not
was
there.
sent to him. What did he do about it?
Exactly.
What did he do about it?
Well, it's like, what do you do about it? You certainly don't bring him along on business trips. You tell him to. I mean, look. I don't even know. You'd have to basically threaten to disown him and line him up and get him to therapy, get him away from all the kids and his family, get him away from your other son's ex-wife, a widower. I mean, he has kids. You have to completely compartmentalize him, which could send him over the edge, send him on a binge that he never comes back from. But you have to isolate him. He's out of control. Sounds to me like Hunter Biden is out of control.
3 years.
Mr. Mayor, the only thing is, hold on a second. In the text messaging you just showed me and we went through, we've got Junior, who is...
I can't listen to this guy anymore. Sorry. So you can go to the Newsmax Twitter feed and see the interview for yourself or the clip. But this is going to blow up everywhere. This is going to be everybody's video tomorrow. Tim Pool, probably Sticks and Hammer, Mid Wesley, all the guys I watched, they're all going to do one on this. And the fact that Joe Biden knew. Joe Biden's getting this message. I mean, I don't even know, what year is this? It's like 2013? Dude. I think it was 2013. I don't know. Must have been during, a few years ago at least. I mean, he lost the laptop a while ago. So, talking like 5-6 years ago at least. At that point, I mean, you're vice president of the United States. You gotta lock this kid. You gotta lock your kid down. You gotta say, Hunter, you're done. You're absolutely done. You are going into therapy. and you're not coming out until you're drug free, and until there is no question, and you stay away from all the kids in the family. You keep your damn pants on, and if you don't agree to that, you are cut off completely, 100%. I mean, that's where you got to draw the line. This is because this is beyond. He's endangering other people at this point. He's endangering children. He could traumatize them. I mean, what the hell, man? I heard these rumors, but I kind of didn't believe them. But then I said, what could be worse than what we already saw? This. 2020, man. Hunter. And look, and I don't say this in any kind of mean way, but seriously, when this comes out, Hunter Biden needs to be in a facility, because I don't know if a guy with his problems can even handle the exposure of this now. This may be all subconsciously a way to get him to destroy himself, so he finally has the courage to kill himself. Maybe I'm just speculating. It's just my opinion. But he needs to be. I mean, it might be too late. He might be going to jail. I mean, this is serious. And you're gonna tell me Joe Biden's gonna buy him out of this? I don't think so. One of these kids comes forward, it's over.